Good morning, folks. Coffee and cigar time. And making this video, I want to share something with you, and I believe you'll find it as profound as I did when this was revealed to me. Started off with this story. So I'm on a walk one day, as I often do, and I do my best thinking when I'm walking. Kill two birds with one stone. I get to walk, I get to have that exercise the body, but also exercise the mind. And in doing so, I often think about some of the things that I incorporate into business and also life, and how they intersect into my life, and also how I permeate that information on the business level to other people, and professional level, personal level as well. So I'm on this walk and I'm thinking about all the complexities of life, thinking about my girls, thinking about my friends, family, thinking about all the things I have to do that day, and piecing it all together. Again, this is when I do my best thinking. And as I'm thinking of an opportunity for business regarding this leadership opportunity that I want to talk about, something came to me, thinking about accountability. And this came to me. Here's the phrase, here's the quote, and I want you to remember this. And I want you to think about it. Let it set in for a bit, and then find out if it's true for you also. The quote is, acknowledgement brings smiles, enlightenment brings tears. Let that settle in for a minute. Acknowledgement brings smiles, enlightenment brings tears. Now let me tell you what that means. Oftentimes we give people the proverbial pat on the back, high five, acknowledgement by giving accolades, words of building them up out in public most of the time, and also one-on-one. And if you ever notice, the next time you give someone some sort of compliment, some sort of acknowledgement, oftentimes what happens is a smile will come on their face. And they may say something afterwards as well. Oftentimes the smile is often diminished, or they try to hold it in, but the eyes tell a lot. So the smile ends up seeping out. And then as far as from the verbal perspective, they're more apostolic in their humility. Few words, oh thank you very much, maybe a head nod, whatever, but they like the acknowledgement. And I believe that they feel also the thing that you and I feel when someone acknowledges us. There's this wave of some sort of feeling that comes over us, and we take that as it may. Then the other part of that quote, the enlightenment brings tears, was this, that in gaining more wisdom, knowledge, insight into life and people and all the complexities that it avails itself, there's a time when the thing that you have learned, you get this new thoughts, this epiphany about how it really is. And when that happened to me that one time, the enlightenment brought tears, because it was like, wow, twofold, wow. One, I've been doing this all wrong, and I had not thought about it that way. Two, is that you feel this very, 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 very strong sense of gratitude. That's how I knew that thought didn't come from me specifically. It came from communing with God, communing with the universe, and saying, you know what, boom, this is how this thing is. Many, many things about life. And I was like, whoa, I was blown away. So as I'm walking, I found myself eyes getting teary and wiping the eyes. I'm like, wow, this is some new level of enlightenment that I never had before. Changed everything. Changed everything. Most things, I should say. Not everything, but most things. It was so profound that there then came another graphic out of that walk and that enlightenment that I utilized for our program now, and it's extremely deep. People look at it like, whoa, how did you come up with this? And it's part of the information, one of the modalities, or part of the modalities. Now it became part of these 8 modalities, again, program stuff, but let me just talk about personal stuff. So acknowledgement brings smiles, enlightenment brings tears. Very, very profound. Now, the thought becomes, when has that happened in your life? And it might not have happened yet, because the profoundness of such an enlightenment piece is heavy, 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 heavy. Heavy on the heart, heavy on the mind. But now, or I should say, when that happens to you, now for me, is that I have this responsibility to utilize the wisdom correctly from this point forward. Okay, I have the responsibility to utilize this in the way that I'm supposed to be utilizing this. And how is that? In order to present it even like this and share it with others. And it's a heavy, heavy weight of responsibility. Because now I know. Now I can't play dumb. Can't act like I don't know. Because this wisdom has set in, and it's like, oh man, this is heavy. The word I can think of right now is heavy. So if you find yourself getting some sort of exponential increase in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not saying that incrementally is not good. It is, because you should always, or we should always be growing. But there are times when you have this exponential increase, boom, by leaps and bounds. And when that happens, you have this direct responsibility, this level of responsibility and accountability if something happens that you are masterful over, that you now have control over. And one of the things that you have to realize is understanding that this thing, whatever it may be, let me turn this down here, this thing, whatever it may be, that you have now come into this profound knowledge regarding, is a serious thing for you, serious power, a serious opportunity for you to wield correctly. Because if you utilize it in the wrong way, it can be destructive. It's tantamount to me as I tell my mentees that I coach, I say, don't go around breaking hearts. A lot of these young men, they want to understand women and talk about what we ask. They go back and forth, ask me questions, how to handle this, how to handle this. And I say, here's the deal. Don't go around breaking hearts, because that's a serious responsibility. Some people may be pissed off. It's better to have them be a little bit mad or disappointed than go around breaking hearts. So that's this opportunity here with this quote. Acknowledgement brings smiles, enlightenment brings tears. Pray that you get there. Think about all the opportunities you have. And if that ever settles into your life, if you ever have this epiphany, this moment of enlightenment, I see it as even higher than an epiphany, then you have now this new responsibility to wield it correctly. All right, folks, that's it for this video. Bye.